Yo, what's up guys? It's Eli here with Mind Muscle TV. Have another Flex Friday tip here for you. And this one is straight out of Ben Pakulski's book. And this principle is called the strength curve principle. And the idea behind this is that a muscle is weakest in its shortest and most lengthened position. Okay, so what that means is that in any range of motion, your muscle is going to be weakest in the most contracted position, strongest right in the middle, and then weakest again in the most lengthened position. Okay, now what most people do, and just by default this kind of happens, is you're constantly training the muscle in its strongest position. So for instance, a bicep curl, when we're right here at the bottom position, okay, the weight is in line with your bicep, right? Okay, so there's not a whole lot of tension on the actual bicep because your elbow's just locked out. Now when you're coming up here, the weight is 90 degrees to your bicep, so that means the most tension is right here, which just so happens to be the place that we're also strongest throughout that range of motion. And then we come up here, your elbow starts supporting some of the weight. Again, we're weakest in this contracted position, so we're really only overloading the muscle where it's strongest. So basically what's going to happen is your strong point is going to keep getting stronger and your weak points are going to keep getting weaker or just not improving. So how do we go through and challenge that lengthened position as well as the shortest position? What we can do is change your body in relationship to the cable machine, okay? How close or how far you are away from it. So we're gonna use tricep extension as the example here. So if I'm here doing a straight arm tricep extension like you commonly see right next to the cable machine, up here the cable is in line with my arm for the most part, so there's not a whole lot of tension on my tricep. As I'm pushing down here, cable's in 90 degrees to my arm, so that means most of the tension is right here at my strongest point. In the fully contracted position, the shortened position of the muscle, again, my arm is in line with the cable, so there's not a whole lot of tension on it, okay? So if I just stay here, I'll be making the strong point stronger and not really hitting my weak points. Okay, so that brings the question, how do I hit my weak point? What you can do is just back up away from the cable. So now you want to back up far enough so that in the bottom position, this cable is about 90 degrees. So my tricep is in the fully contracted or shortened position and the cable is pulling out against my arm. So in this position, my tricep is overloaded here at the bottom. So you can go ahead and hit, 7 reps to failure in this bottom position. Only coming forward a little bit and then coming down and squeezing that tricep. Now as you hit failure or fatigue, you can step in a little closer now. Okay, so now we're here and you'll feel how it gets a little bit easier as you come in, okay? And then you can step in one spot closer, okay? So now we're here all the way in. This is the easiest position to be in. So essentially, you can hit failure at 3 different phases of the range of motion, okay? That's an awesome tip, and you guys can really find a way to put that into any exercise, whether it's side raises or curls or anything that you may find yourself lacking strength on or size in a certain area of your muscle, okay? So check that out, feel free to experiment, and just remember guys, when you're in the gym, never go about this mindlessly. Always look at what you're doing, what your goals are, why you're doing it, and how you're doing it. All right guys, hope you like that tip. Make sure you check out Ben Pakulski's YouTube channel. He has a ton of useful information out there, and I have incorporated a lot of his philosophies into my training, and they have helped tremendously. And we have new content coming out weekly, guys, so make sure you click the subscribe button, leave me a comment, let me know what you want to know, and I'll get back to you.